They said, no girlfriends. Then I saw his brother's girlfriend on the guest list. His dad called, said, that's not right, and booked me a separate room for the same week. Welcome to Family Showdowns Daily. Daily narrated stories about real-life conflicts and how people get through them. Names and details are changed. Today, my boyfriend's family told me their beach trip was family only, but invited his brother's girlfriend. His dad thought that was unfair and offered a respectful workaround. I'd have my own room, my own plans, and a ride up with him. What happened next changed the relationship. Let's begin. My name is Elle. I've been dating Jake for a year. His mom is the type who prints itineraries. His brother Ty is the golden boy. His dad Michael is divorced from mom, quiet and observant. In April, a group chat popped up. Beach week, family. I reacted with a heart. 2 minutes later, Jake texted me privately. Mom says this year is family only. No girlfriends. It stung, but okay. Boundaries are allowed. 3 days later, Ty's girlfriend Maddie posted a story. Family week, can't wait. Her boomerang clinked a glass with Jake's mom. In the planning meeting I wasn't invited to, I asked Jake calmly, I thought it was family only? Maddie's basically family, he said. It's different. Different how? He didn't have an answer. I set my PTO back to normal and decided to enjoy a solo week at home. I wasn't going to beg for sunburn. A cousin I like sent me a link. Isn't this the place? It was the Airbnb. 4 bedrooms, 8 guests, 2 extra daybeds. Plenty of space. I scrolled the listing like it could apologize. There was even a bunk room labeled kids and friends. Jake doubled down. Mom wants this year intimate. Then why is Maddie going? Because Ty's serious about her. We've been together longer than they had. I didn't say it. I just saved the listing, the guest count, the dates, and the group chat screenshots. Not for revenge, for clarity. 2 weeks out, my phone rang. Michael. Elle, I heard about the invite situation, he said. I'm not a fan of double standards. I'm driving up the same day. If you want to go enjoy the coast, I'll use my points to book you your own room at the inn near the boardwalk. No pressure, no weirdness. You do your week, I'll do mine. But you don't have to sit home because someone moved the goalposts. I told him I didn't want to make things messier. He said, the mess isn't yours. Also, my sister Jo and her 2 kids will be around. You'll have company if you want it. Separate rooms. Clear boundaries. I asked Jake if he'd be uncomfortable. He shrugged in text form. Do whatever you want. Just don't crash our house. I wasn't planning to. I agreed with Michael on one condition. I'd cover my meals and activities, and I'd Venmo him half the gas. He said, deal, but I'm still paying for the room. Consider it a fairness tax. We booked Harborview Inn, 2 blocks from the pier. Separate rooms. Confirmation email saved. Love these daily stories? Like plus subscribe. Back to it. The drive was easy. Michael cued dad rock playlists. I supplied snacks and podcasts. We talked about local seafood and his sister's chaotic golden retriever. Not a word about Jake's mom unless I brought it up, which I didn't much. We checked in. 2 keys, 2 rooms on different floors. I texted Jake a photo of the harbor with the caption, hope you all have a great week. See you around town if we overlap. Then I built a solo itinerary. Sunrise coffee, a book on the sand, a cheap bike rental, an afternoon museum. Joe and the kids adopted me for mini golf one night. Michael waved from the boardwalk when our paths crossed. Thumbs up, no hovering. It was the most peaceful 2 days I'd had in months. On day 3, I ran into the family by the ice cream stand. Jake, his mom, Ty, and Maddie. The wind shifted. So did the temperature. Jake's mom said, loud enough, "I told you not to invite your little friend to our vacation." I stayed calm. "Hi, Mrs. Carter. I didn't crash your house. I'm at the Harbor View. Separate booking. Here's my confirmation." I showed the email header and tucked my phone away. Ty looked at the ground. Maddie squeezed his arm. Jake said nothing. Then Michael walked up with Joe and the kids. "A coincidence, not a plot," he said evenly. "I invited Elle to enjoy the same town. Separate rooms, separate plans. I don't agree with excluding one girlfriend while inviting another. If that's uncomfortable, take it up with me." Mrs. Carter's eyes flashed. "You're undermining me." Michael shook his head. "I'm correcting a double standard. You made a rule you didn't follow. I gave Elle a way to enjoy her week without crossing any lines." She turned to Jake. "Are you okay with this?" Jake finally spoke. "Mom, just let it go." She didn't, but the group moved along. Later, Jake texted, "You could have just stayed home." I replied, "You could have just been fair." He typing bubbled, then stopped. The rest of the week was sunshine and boundaries. I ate a ridiculous lobster roll, bought a $6 hoodie, and didn't think about the group's schedule even once. Back home, Jake and I sat on my couch with mugs we didn't drink from. He said, "My mom was hurt." I said, "So was I." He said, "Family comes first." I said, "Then date your family." We ended it, not with fireworks, just a firm door click. I texted Michael a thank you for the ride and the room. He replied, "Everyone deserves fair treatment. Take care of yourself." I Venmo'd him for gas again. He rejected it. I donated the amount to the local food bank and sent him the receipt. He thumb-upped it. I kept a few souvenirs. The harbor photo, the mini golf scorecard, and the lesson that people who minimize you will always call fairness disrespect. Question: if your partner's family excluded you, would you stay home, plan a parallel trip, or walk away? And why? If this helped, please like and subscribe, and check the playlist In-Laws and Boundaries. New narrated story every day.